Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. We are here with yet another Eyeshadow Bank update. I absolutely love this project because it is eyeshadow focused, but it also keeps myself accountable. It is a project that was created by Lara Force. I will have her link down below just so you can check her out. But yeah, I've taken a lot of heavy inspiration from her. She basically created this project a couple of years ago and I absolutely love it. How I structure it is, I do have similar rules but not exactly the same. So you basically earn points in different ways, and then for every points that you earn you can spend them on eyeshadows. For me personally, I have to earn 10 points for every eyeshadow bought, apart from if I get it as a gift or if I use a gift card or something like that, or free gifts to purchase, anything like that. I can use half points, that's 5 points per eyeshadow. So that's kind of how I structure it. The ways I can earn points is no pan left behind, 10 uses, 100 uses, pan, finished eyeshadow, and declutters. So those are the ways I'm going to cover in this video how many points I was able to earn in the month of May. I did actually, like, a little bit, unfortunately, I was in the negative, in the deficit for beginning of June. I did get quite a few things gifted to me in May, which meant that my numbers did go below 0, which is not ideal. But I'm going to let you know if I was able to go past that number and where I'm sitting today. My ultimate goal this month was to get back into the positives, but I'll let you know if I was able to do that or not. So before I jump into any of the points, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. Alright, so let's start talking about June. I am going to start off with my balance, which, as I said, was in the negative at the beginning of June. I was setting at negative 20 points, so that would be 2 shadows. So not ideal again. I do have a rule that I'm not allowed to get into the negatives unless, again, I am gifted something or similar. I'm not allowed to purchase into the negatives because I don't want to be tempted by it. But again, if I'm gifted something or get something free, then that is a different rule because I can't really fully control that. Alright, so that's where I started in June, but let's go through the way I earn points. So I'll put up the numbers and stuff on screen while I'm talking through it. So the first way, like I said, I can earn points is no pan left behind. And every time I hit no pan left behind on a palette, I earn 1 point. And in the month of June, I earned 1 point. So I only hit 1 palette, no pan left behind. And that one was my Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette. So 1 point in that category. Then for the category that I usually earn the most points from is for 10 uses. And that is the same this past month because I am very, very happy to announce that I was able to earn 26 points in this category, which is very high. And as you might be able to add up, I am back in it positive, which is amazing. But yeah, so the points that I ended up earning was first up for the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette. I used the shade Astra Luna Gold 10 times, so 1 point there. I have the JD Glow Peachy Keen eyeshadow, which I used 10 times for a total of 20. We have my NYX Base Shadow, which I used 50 times for a total of 170 uses. And for this shade, the reason why it's so high, I earned 5 points for this shadow alone, is because I did finish up a Franken which had this one in it, so every use from the Franken gets added to the uses for the month, if that makes sense. So that is why that number is so high. Then we have a shade from my Panna palette, which is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. I have the shade Dusty Rose, which I used 10 times for a total of 90. We have the shade Bombawi from Glam Shop, which I used 10 times for a total of 30. We have a single from Terra Moons called Flare Star, and that one I used 10 times for a total of 20. I have a shade from the Odin's Eye Elva palette, which is Peony. I have that in my Pandos eyeshadows, and that one I used 10 times. A couple more single shadows. We have Shine by SD Quantum, which I have used 20 times, so actually on 2 points for that shade. We have Colourpop Detour, which is a potted shade from the More palette, 10 uses there. We have Colourpop Champs, also depotted, which is also in my palette at the moment. And I used that one 10 times for a total of 20 tracked, but only 1 use, of course, for this past month. Then I do have another shade which has really high numbers, and that is the shade Rustic from Anastasia Soft Glam. I have 40 uses on that one for a total of 100, and that one is the other shade that was in that Franken that I finished, which is why, again, the numbers are so high for that shade. But yeah, 4 points for that shadow. We have a handful more shades to go. We have the Colourpop Depot Single in Prima Drama, which I used 20 times, so 2 points. We have Glam Shop Pure Kiscovi, which is 10 points for a total of, or not 10 points, sorry, 10 uses for a total of 40 tracked. The Pastel Roses Little Star, which is also a single. That one I have also used 10 times. It is currently in my Panos eyeshadows, so I'm assuming that one number is going to go up as well, but for now I have 1 point there. We have another single which is from Shine by SD, that is the shade Mystic, which I used 10 times. And then the last 2 shades on my list are both from the Bronze Seduction palette from Pat McGrath. I have the shade Skin Show Divine Glow and Rose Gold 005, which both has 10 uses each, so 1 point each for those 2. So those are all the points that I was able to earn, and that equals up to 26 points. The next category that we have is 100 uses, and since that is such a big threshold, I do give myself 5 points every time I hit that goal, and I have hit that for 1 shadow in the past month, so I have 5 points in this category. And the shadow that I hit that goal on was the shade Rustic from my Soft Glam palette, and again that is because I finished that Franken shade, so I was able to add I think 30 something uses for that shadow, which is really good, but that is now sitting on 100 uses, so 5 points for that shade. Then the last points that I earned in the past month was from pans, and I have 2 pans to share. We have the shade You're My Only Hope from the Caladios Club Nebula palette, so that is 1 pan. And then the second pan is from Colourpop Detour, so that is again that shade from the Mar palette, which was in my pan palette in order. I hit pan on that shade too, so 2 points for pans. And like I said, that is the last category that I earned points, so I did not finish any shadows apart from that Franken, but again, doesn't fully complete the shadow, used a Franken, so I don't count that as a finished shade. And I did not purchase anything either, which is very, very good. Like I said, I'm trying not to go into the negative. And when I tell you my total, you will see that it would be very, very difficult for me to purchase something right now. Of course, I could be gifted something, but didn't happen, so 0 points spent, which is amazing. So, like I said, I started off the month with negative 20 points, which again was not ideal, but luckily I did have a really, really good month this past month. I was actually able to earn 34 points in the month of June, which I am so pleased with. I think that is quite a high month. I'm also foreseeing this number to go down a little bit in the next coming months, like in July, August, just because I'm not sure how much makeup I'll be wearing, but I'll try to still earn as many points as I can. But overall, I am super happy with the 34 points. So adding the 34 on top of the negative 20, we are currently sitting at 14 points, so we are just in the positive. And if I wanted to spend points, I could currently only buy 1 eyeshadow, which is why it would be hard for me to purchase anything at the moment. But yeah, it's kind of like 1.5 shadows, 1.4 shadows that I could buy, but obviously I can't round up or down, so it would be 1 only at the moment. But that is where I am finished up June. I am pre-filming this one a little bit. It's the 24th today, so I might be wearing a little bit more makeup, but I don't think I'm gonna earn any more points. As you know, I am pregnant and my baby's due any day, so I don't know again how much makeup I'll be wearing, and I'm trying to again get everything filmed ideally by like today, just in case. So considering that I wanted to still film this one, I was thinking about maybe skipping this update and posting like a June-July update in the beginning of August, but I decided to film it a little bit early. And if for some reason I do end up earning some points, what I'll do is I'll just add that into the July balance instead. I might do a little asterisk so I can tell you that it came from June. But I looked through my spreadsheet and I doubt that I will be able to get any more points. I don't think anything is close to 10 uses. I also am not close to pan on anything, and I'm definitely not close to finishing anything. So I don't think it's going to be an issue. But yeah, just letting you know that I am pre-filming this a little bit. So if I do end up earning any more points in June, I will let you know in my July update, which will go up in August. So yeah, that is going to be it for today. If you're doing this project, let me know how many points you're sitting on at the moment. Did you purchase anything? How many points did you earn in this past month? Again, if you're doing this project. And otherwise, just let me know kind of what is the last thing that you purchased eyeshadow wise, unless you want to know by, of course, because we don't want to encourage that. If you are trying not to buy it, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm not fully on a no buy, but I am trying not to bring in too many eyeshadows because I like God knows that I have way too many. I think I looked up today, I have used over 1,200 eyeshadows, which is so many. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys!